It's time to do the one thing that has been needed to be done forever. Come, child. Your life has been bullshits, but I am still your friend. Come here. Yes. What's up, guys? Here we are. I'm going to be doing solo Netri Cells today simply because I don't really know if the boys are going to be able to get together for the week to do it. And I skipped out the last couple weeks doing it just because I was waiting on the drop tables to change. Drop tables have changed. The common arcanes that you can buy from Bird 3 are completely out of the pool. They're no longer something you can get. They're still shown here on the infographic. Ignore that. These gold ones, gone. The only ones that you can get now are Melee Crescendo and Melee Duplicate, which are these white ones that just appeared. As far as the drop tables change, the Archon shards were 9% roughly for all three of the regular ones. It is now 17.5% for all three of the different colors. The Melee Arcane Adapter went from 20% to 15%. That is now the only silver reward. Otherwise, the Arcanes are completely gone. Melee Crescendo, Melee Duplicate are both 10%, so they're still rarer than the Archon shards, but they are the only two, so the pool is very much not diluted. And then the Talforge shards went from a 2.5% chance to drop to a 4% chance to drop. All in all, good shit. We have the Inaros rework, which is a hot take. Inaros was at one point my favorite frame in the entire game. Unfortunately, he had aged like milk, so I never invested the Umbra Forma into him. But I kind of got together a build that doesn't require Umbra Forma anyway, and the build is this. So your passive changed a little bit. Instead of going into the sarcophagus, you still go into the sarcophagus, but instead of trying to like drain enemies and get them into you, now you become a sand version of yourself. You equipped just your claws as melee weapon. I don't know why Inaros has claws, but he's got claws now apparently. And you kind of just slash about, and getting melee hits will let you revive. Very, very good. His one is more or less the same. It itself is the same. It's just now we can actually use Parazon and melee finishers on more enemies. Before, like, the Moas and stuff. The Moas and the non-humanoid enemies, when you hit them with this, they wouldn't have a front finisher. You would actually have to go behind them, and it was really, really annoying. So now that that's been changed, all good. Your 2 is now the old 3. You whip up a sandstorm. This is now a duration-based ability as opposed to a channel. But you're easily like 5 times as fast as the old iteration of the ability. And as you shoot enemies up into your sandstorm, you actually drain their health. As you can see, I heal 150 roughly health per enemy that I actually pull in. And it actually has meaningful damage. The fact that this is slash damage is actually really, really nice. There is the Elemental Sandstorm augment that I do not have. I haven't bothered to use it. I don't think it's going to be that good. It basically makes it so that your Sandstorm deals elemental damage based on the elements that are on your melee weapon. Scarab Shell, this is the old part of his 4 where you got the armor. This used to have a cap of 240. The new baseline is 350, and it scales through power strength. So getting 1,000 bonus armor is actually really, really good, especially since this protects you from status effects. Even if it does cost 5%, it is like nothing. This is very, very powerful. This is a very strong defensive tool. And now your new 4 is the second part of the old 4, where instead of expending your armor, you just throw this ability out, and it will stay and it'll produce sand cats. This is the build we've been going for. You have no shields whatsoever, so Hunter Adrenaline is basically just free energy econ with primed flow. Like, we can afford to go Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude, just get as much strength as possible, and we kind of just don't care. Stretch for a little bit of range. You could go overextended if you wanted. You have enough base range, in my opinion, that you really don't need more than just the 30. Like, you get 30 with a 12 meter spread range. Stretch is more than enough. I've gone with Mobilize. You do have a natural like dash polarity here. You could put 2 more Forma onto him to change this to something different. 1 Forma to remove the dash polarity from this, and then another to lower the cost of one of these. Personal take, I am just waiting for 2 Umbra Forma where I will drop Vitality and Transient Fortitude to put on Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify, and then probably dropping Hunter Adrenaline for Umbral Fiber max rank. Is that necessarily going to be better? I was trying to avoid Umbral builds because I know not everybody's going to want to sink Umbrals into Inaros because he's still kind of just a tank frame. And if you're going for a tank frame, he's still slightly outclassed as far as weapon platforming goes by Mr. Revenant. We are using Arcane Grace because this just basically says if I get hit, I can ignore death. And then Molt Augmented because you do want some strength on this frame. And this will make up our strength. This would also be really good to run if you had planned on dropping Stretch for Overextended. Finally, Archon Shards. I do have 2 green on Corrosive just because your 4 does do corrosive damage, and even if we weren't using the 4, we could bring a weapon to give ourselves some corrosive damage. 2 Tau Reds on Ability Strength for the obvious reasons, and then we have 225 extra health for the meme. The meme being that your 4 damage does have a 10% HP ratio that is not listed here. I really don't like that it's not listed here. But if we take off Vitality, I'm scrolling down here so this isn't a pain in the ass. As you can see, our damage went down. It actually has more of a health scaling than it does a strength scaling. Because as you can see, we went from 260 all the way up to 500. I wonder if that means if I should just be running Gladiator Resolve instead of like Transient Fortitude. It's actually not bad damage on that, but it does lower the damage here, or lower the strength and other stuff. So strength is still really good just for your other abilities. You do get more duration. Yeah. I thought that went up for a second, but no. If you wanted to focus on the 4, you would just do like a big meme health build, but otherwise we have my Strun. Strun is an Incarnate weapon. We are using Corrosive Heat, mostly because I have those green shards. Otherwise, you would want to do Viral Heat. Not here in the Netracell, obviously, but... And then we've gone with 1. I personally have gone with Blazing Barrel because this doesn't ever fall off, ever. You just need to pull the trigger, and then you get 25% more multi-shot for the rest of forever, which is funny. Rapid Reinforcement, again, just like all the other Incarnates, the Incarnate transformation is affected by reload speed. I don't use any electrical damage on this, plus proccing electric status just for a chance to put 1 round back in the magazine just seems very god-awful. And then projectile speed, this one could be okay, but galvanized aptitude or galvanized acceleration does more than enough projectile speed for me that I'd rather just have rapid reinforcement. And then we have elemental balance here. Arguably, this one is better, but there's a funny meme that happens with this. When this weapon transforms, it goes from a shotgun with its 18% status chance per projectile, and it combines that into 182%. So you get a meme level of status chance of 655%, which is very funny. And it's very good. And it has a 7.1% crit multiplier with 150% crit chance. So, like, crit chance, crit damage, viral, or corrosive because we're running green shards, viral, just status, multi-shot, damage, shotgun barrage just because I like fire rate. You could, if you wanted to, take shotgun barrage off and run the pure heat mod. Not Hell's Chamber, it's, what's the Incendiary Coat. Or you could even run Blaze if you wanted to go extra meme, but you really don't need this upfront damage. It is also the same multiplier as Primary Merciless, so, like, this just tends to be better. We are running the Onos, kind of disregarding a little bit of the strength of this weapon right now, because most of the reason I'm bringing it is Evolution 2 requires headshot on the Scathing Whisper, so hopefully I can find that book and shoot it. And we're also bringing the Ruvox. I purchased these off of the market for Platinum because I wanted to use them. I Again, I'm mostly bringing them because I need to hit the Scathing or Mocking Whispers down here to get the next upgrade. So we're kind of disregarding these two a little bit. This is the build I'm finagling. It's not perfect yet. I have been enjoying this build mostly. I don't have Weeping Wounds on that. I could have saved the forma on that. Anyway. And then here we have just kind of your standard crit build. The reason why I think this is going to be really good for this weapon is because if we look at Devastation Cascade, which is the final one on here, hitting an enemy with the Incarnate form increases crit chance and critical damage of the fully charged blast by 5%. That is 250% crit chance and crit damage, which is funny because this weapon has a base crit multiplier of 5 times after Mons. And keep in mind, Prime Target Cracker and Prime Pistol Gambit are not nearly as much as the 250 that you're going to be getting. It just looks funny to me. This evolution is obviously going to be Incarnate Efficiency because the Lethal Lance is going to be whatever. Incarnate Efficiency is going to be the best because you do not want to give up your crit chance and crit damage at all. This one we're probably just going Reload Speed because, again, Reload Speed affects your transformation. 15 initial combo is going to be really strong on this one. The Swift Transmutation is going to be the best here. 30% combo chance on finishers is whatever. The midair jump is extremely whatever. The Slam Radius and the Slam combo is, like, again, whatever. So Adept Reflex is going to be best here. As for this one, it's Brutal Efficiency because of the heavy attack efficiency for 20 seconds. The other ones, like, Vulnerable Serum is okay, I guess, kind of, but not really. And then Permanent Perforation would be good if Puncture procs were worth talking about. But that's kind of the... Oh, I should switch to the thing. We want Inaros, just in case I screw up. Inaros will bail us out. But yeah, quick and dirty. Not really even quick. That was like a good 10 minutes. That was a good 10 minutes. Hopefully I find those damn books. This is also kind of testing to see if Inaros can do the Netracell solo with all of the things. I think he'll be pretty good. Oh, you can move while you cast this now, but it has this weird visual bug where I have that weird square under me. Vanquisher is pretty good. Frame Curse is whatever. Exhaustion, I am Inaros. Knife Step, again, I am Inaros. I took damage from Knife Step and it procced Arcane Grace. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, and now it's just funny to me. So as we can see here, just going to drain these guys real quick. If I take any damage whatsoever, I'm going to get energy. Unfortunately, the Archimedean dive, which is like the real thing that I wanted to make a video on, has been postponed for a week. They wanted to flesh it out, and hey, I'm not going to fault DE for wanting to take time to make things as good as possible. I shall shut the hell up. What? Oh, this must be that new Grubber enemy. Give me the Voka. He ate a Voka. These things, like, eat the Vokas and stuff, from my understanding. Or they, like, have a chance to drop it. Why did you separate? Stop it. Stop it. These are, like, the treasures from the Corpus, where they can drop Voka. And they have, like, their own unique drop table. I just know that the Echo Voka is one of the things. Oh, I think they can drop Arcanes, too, right? Oh, you don't get to know. This is a learning experience for all involved, because I honestly don't know everything that these guys do either. I should have brought the ceramic dagger for Inaros here. But hey, you live, laugh, love. We're gonna... Actually, kind of... I don't know if this is faster than just bullet jumping around. even with Mobilize, but it's definitely more fun. And it does this thing called damage, so we always appreciate when our abilities deal damage. Showing off the oh no's here for a little bit. It is kind of a slow shooting weapon, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the Soma Cord fragments here. I'm a little upset that that wasn't a Voca, I'm gonna be honest. So weapon actually has pretty... The Onos and the Ruvox actually have some pretty respectable damage. Oh, hello Voidrig. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to interact. I'm going to let the Voidrig do its thing. I'm just going to leave. But yeah, Inaros definitely feels better to play. He's no longer just like a meme tank frame with 10,000 health. My build changed a little bit. I was running Physique before I was running Growing Power, just because Physique gives, I want to say 30% more max HP. And because I really, really just wanted to meme. Like, I didn't actually care about much else but memes. Because that's all Inaros really had going for him. But now, he's actually quite a respectable frame. I know everybody else is going to be talking about Dante. And I did buy Dante's pass. That's why I have the weapons and stuff. And I have his armor and whatnot. But I figured let everybody else make videos on Dante. I'm making a video on my boy Inaros. I love this frame. He's so funny. Because you just kind of can ignore some of the core mechanics of the game through his existence. Core mechanics like, what is an energy econ? What is dying? Oh, I died somehow. I'm hoping... This is going to be kind of stupid to say, but I kind of hope I do get KO'd so I can show his passive. But honestly, I think that Inaros is that the book? No, it's a floating thing. I've never seen that visual before. Speaking of visuals, the new lighting engine that they are using, magnificent. I love it. You can't really tell with the Albrecht Labs, because the Albrecht Labs were already using the new lighting engine, but if anybody has seen the Orbiter, especially in the Drifter camp, you know. If you know, you know. Like, that looks divine now. I really like it. I'm very glad that DE has taken the time to kind of improve upon these older systems and make them better. Also, the mocking dudes, not the mocking dudes, these guys, wherever he went. I'm waiting for the ability end. These guys have a lot less health now, and they have an execute. They, like, super nerfed their health, but really it just made them annoying to kill. Bullet sponges are not fun to play against. They're just annoying. Heal up real quick, end that ability early. We're gonna go over here, get my armor stacked up, and... Look, see, I have sand cats now. Look at my sand cats. And they're just gonna kind of spread my stuff around, and they honestly make me think I should... they're a little slow, I'll admit, on the... Like, this is taking this guy forever to get 14 corrosive procs to strip all of his armor, but hey, you're still gonna use the corrosive shards for other things, like your guns. Because you are still a really good weapons platform, but if you're relying on the sand cats to kind of strip armor for you, you're gonna be... in a bit of pain, because the 4 isn't the best armor strip in the game, but it is an armor strip if you bring corrosive. You really are just like more of a sand version of Saren. This is my first time exploring the new tile sets too, so I'm gonna get super lost. I think I have to go up. How? Oh, I have to go. How dare you make me use stairs, DE? How dare? Nobody uses stairs in this game. We all just jump to the top. How dare you? How dare? See if I can charge up my Onos here. So just showing off the Onos real quick. Is the book in here? No. So it transforms into this weird arm cannon thing, and then you... I want to get back here real quick before I expend my ammo. You hold it, and it, like, does damage in that whole wave as it... I imagine this will do a lot more damage once I get all the other stuff. It's already doing pretty good damage right now, I'm not going to lie. But now I'm just imagining that final shot right there, just like nuking the map. So I imagine that's what it's going to do. A lot of people were saying that Inaros is just going to be like a sand version of Saren. That was the thought I was on earlier before I got distracted. He's good, don't get me wrong. Like, he does respectable damage with his abilities now. He actually, like, feels like a real warframe instead of just, like, a weapons platform. That's kind of bad. But you do still have some problems. Namely, his 4 kind of takes way too long to deal its damage. But hey, man, he's way more fun now than he was before. I would have liked to see a different desiccate, but like, hey, desiccate, and now I can punch this guy. I'm not sure why that's not working. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not working. I'm a little upset that that's not working. Am I allowed to be upset that that's not working? I think I am. I wanted to... Well, that was a Parazon finisher. That doesn't count. Sir. Sir. Oh. Okay. That works for me, actually. Group them up and then just blow them up. Look at that. That's sick, actually. I love that. Wait, hold on. I just pick them all up because this pulls enemies in, and then I can just blow them up with an explosive. No, Chestnut. Oh, that reminds me. The reason I have Chestnut is I wanted to show off the new Cupra fray. They redid the way the Cupras work. It feels like I'm actually having to reset the sand cats. It doesn't feel like things that died to the sand cats make more sand cats. I'm really upset that that doesn't work. Oh my goodness, the Dorito. Oh, Dorito chip. How'd you like some shotgun? I wonder if that's proccing knife step. Like for me to die to knife step. Oh god, what is this room? Oh, this is a room that's been around, actually. I think. I'm like 90% sure. I'm gonna be real, I don't know the new tiles. They added like 15 or so tiles. Yeah, they added like 15 new tiles, and I don't know them. Like this room that we're in right now, this is definitely new. I don't remember this room at all. Here we go. Chestnut, I will show off your fur here in a minute, buddy. You things. I don't think I'm gonna end up dying, guys. I don't think it's in the cards. I need to not press 2 so that I don't heal. But, like, it's just so much fun to press 2 and become the Vortex of Doom. Also, I have Arcane Grace, and it just healed me. I am healing from Arcane Grace again. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get in the sand state, unfortunately. But what we do get to show off is the everything else about Inaros that's good. Such as turning the room into a Beyblade, dropping all the enemies down and then blowing them up. And now we get the next cell. Oh, my voice hurts. Tagford, I will hug you again. Yeah, there we go. All I can say is Inaros. Inaros. He is known as the God King Warframe, and oh boy, he is not that. He's strong now, don't get me wrong. He's definitely a lot better than he was. I just put him in like an A tier. Like, he's still kind of just a weapons platform. He's not terrible now. There's more to him than one ability. Your 2 is really, really fun. Your 4 is actually like more than just an armor buff. Your 1 is the same, which is sad to me. I would have liked to see a different one. But I guess it does make sense just for the tank that relies on executions to get the can opener ability. Like, overall, really good. Really good rework. Good job, Pablo. I do get upset that this isn't working. Oh, it is working. I just deal no... Oh! The Ruvox. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's the kill animation with the Ruvox. I'm pulling him in and punching him with the other... Okay. We're gonna have to try that with Ceramic Dagger. Unfortunately, I didn't find the Whispers. Okay, I was about to be pissed. This is from the Grubber. This is from the actual mission. Unfortunately, I did not get an Archon Shard. Well, anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.